What's up, guys? Aaron Benz. I'm here for another video. As usual, I'm here with my good friend Ty. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button and like and help me grow this channel. Guys, I just finished filming over 4 hours of instructional content on the low knee shield. I think that the low knee shield is one of the best positions that you can utilize to control an opponent in both gi and no gi almost equally as well. And it's a great position that you can transition into things from, and you can control heavier, stronger, bigger, and explosive guys with the low knee shield. I've made some low knee shield content on my YouTube before, but I wanted to go over a technique that a lot of people ask me about, which is how do you counter the leg weave position? Because when we go into low knee shield, guys, I've discussed the basics and control principles of the low knee shield. If you want to see that video, I'll put a link in the description because it's very important to understand how we use this, because this is more of an unorthodox approach to the half guard knee shield as opposed to the high knee shield where we come across the chest. So the low knee shield focuses on pointing my knee in towards the outside of his hip, okay? I lock my top leg over my bottom leg, and I try and clamp in. If I'm unable to lock, I can still keep a low knee shield, but I have to try to keep my knees pinched. It's much better if you can lock, but you can get away with not locking it, okay? My body positioning is always in a single hip position, meaning I'm only on my right hip, right? I'm not flat. I'm on my side. I'm on my shoulder. I'm drastically on my side, okay? I'm here. Now, my points of control to control the distance is going to be my frames. I like to frame with no gi grips even when I roll in the gi. I don't really get too into holding the collar, but you have options with the gi. You can go thumb inside the collar, hand on the bicep. You can go palm up, right? So 4 fingers inside the collar, hand on the bicep. Or you can just go straight across the throat and put your hand on his shoulder. My right hand is going to control his bicep, and I'm in this position. What the low knee shield does is it allows me to point my hip in. So as Ty comes into me, there's a lot of pressure on his hip. It's not comfortable. He doesn't want to just smash you, okay? So I can never let him collapse my knees together. So when he starts to weave this hand in, that's almost always a problem, because when he does that, he can put his shoulder down, he can break my grip, and now I'm in a bad position. So as soon as I notice that he puts his hand in here, I like to control my distance management hands, left and right, across the throat and the bicep, and I'm always going to try to switch to the wrist, because I like to shoot for the triangle from here. Because if I don't get the triangle, most of the times I just end up back in closed guard. So I can abandon the position and retain closed guard, which is a great position, and it's actually very hard to get on a high-level guy, or I can shoot for the triangle, right? Sometimes as I feel he's about to pressure in, I'm going to just control the wrist, undo my clamp on my terms, and I'm going to just draw my right knee as close to my chest as possible. But I have to straighten my back as I draw my right knee, because some of us may not have the dexterity to get that leg where it needs to be. My bottom leg, my right leg, right? If I'm crunched in, I might not be able to get my knee back, and if he's holding my knee, I might not be able to get my knee back. So I have to make an exaggerated movement where I straighten my back simultaneously as I rip my knee to myself. Don't knee yourself in the head, but just understand it's 2 movements, right? We're going to straighten our back and draw the knee out. So we're here, and I have to get it past the hand so that I can immediately clamp into a diamond position. I'm not going to go over finishing the triangle, obviously, but at this point we can start to control the head, lock the legs, search for the triangle. So again, we're here. Even if he starts to come on his toes and pressure in, I move back, I alleviate that post, see how Ty fell, and I can lock the triangle. From here, we have other options that I go over in my instructional, where if he starts to pressure into us, we can come here, start to look for the omoplata. From the omoplata, we can turn, start to look for the arm lock. There's a lot of variations, but you have to be able to deal with the leg weave if you're going to play the low knee shield. That is a must. And a big segment of the instructional is focused solely on the leg weave. Another thing that you can look to do from there is just to retain closed guard. Sometimes you have to understand with the position when you can't really play it. If the guy's really big, he's pressuring in, maybe I just come here and I lock into the closed guard. So a lot of options to deal with the leg weave. To be quite honest, sometimes I can just hold the low knee shield, depending on how heavy, how big, and how good the guy is with that leg weave position. But the low knee shield is so good, and that's one of the most common questions I get when I teach it. How do you stop the leg weave? How do you stop the leg weave? There's plenty of ways, guys. Check out the instructional coming soon to BJJ Fanantics. It may already be out now by the time I post this video. But anyways, thank you so much for the support. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks to my good friend Ty. Always, guys. See ya.